We are live. Welcome to the stream. Still doing Disco Elysium. I think I'm probably going to be on Disco Elysium until we finish the game, just because it's a good game. Let us resume from where we were yesterday, which was, I believe, it was late. Yes, and I wanted to do a couple of these tasks that I have available to me. Do I really want to force that open? This thing is still broken as hell. I don't know why it's broken, but it's broken. Try those. Try that one, the map wall. What was this one? Backyard wall. Different from the map wall. Okay, I'm not sure the backyard wall is. Why exactly it's different. I can also look at this pile of Eternite.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, because there's a secret door hidden behind
Hey, secret door.
There it is.
Yeah.
You see a shabby little door.
Well, okay then.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Yes, let's. Okay, so we have a bunch of things. What is
Be
this?
still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet
I don't really want amphetamines right now.
The lieutenant isn't
Thanks, though.
studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another...
Industrial Harbor. Okay, now I don't have to go fight the big guy. Get the way or get fucked up. Fair enough, I guess. That would be my code, I think. Pretty sure it is, at least. I can go, yeah, I can go over here. Look at all this stuff. What is this? Oh, it's a postcard. It's apparently something. German Quarter, 13-story buildings. Hepatitis B infested slum. Fair enough. There we go. Oh, there's something there. Nose fed. Thanks. I guess. Well, that's... doesn't seem to be a way down from here. Oh, there's a door there, but that... yeah, but I can't really access that. I can look at that, though. I think. Yeah.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
Doesn't look like much of a drop, really.
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Fuck it. Let's try. We succeeded!
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
Let your senses take in the world around me.
Ankles tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below. Martinez goes about its daily routine as you soar through the air. The loud voices of protesters mix with the engine sounds from the traffic jam. Waves crash against the pier, and dense, salty sea air fills your lungs.
Yeah,
The
I'll go
corpse
over.
is dominating the yard.
The corpse, okay,
stench
fair
is
enough.
nauseating. As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
How do I get down from here?
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
With your feet firmly
Okay.
planted on the concrete, the noise.
I kind of just wanted my jacket. I don't. How am I going to leave the harbor? I have my jacket. Disco S Blazer versus Mercy Patrol Cloak. Yes, please. Better stats. I look sad as fuck. On left hand. That actually clips a little more. The back and right. Nope. Right hand. It doesn't clip in my jacket so much. Okay. Oh, okay. I can just have that. That's pretty cool. How do I leave? Can I leave? Okay, that's a book I'll have to read. If you're a worker member of the board, command democracy. Doors seem to be locked. Can we
On
pick them?
second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Ooh.
It's
Hello.
unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara.
And I'm guessing the other is
And the
exports?
same materials being handed over
Never mind.
to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names,
What's this off?
dates, quantities, and
I
percentages.
don't think I
You
see
try
that,
to
but I can
focus,
retry it later.
But the lines are getting blurry. Look how blurry all the lines
Yeah,
on these
no.
papers are. Hermeneutics
Okay.
is almost within your... The drawer slide.
Postcard. Can I like go in here? Yes, I can. Oh, look at that. Visual calculus minus one drama. You know, that might be worth it, honestly. I look like something. I don't know what the something is, but it looked like something. I'll do that. I'll interact with that later. Let's see where this goes. Lock's gonna be open from the side without a pass card. Fair enough. Fair enough. How the fuck do we get out of here? I want to leave. Smoker. What's smoker? I know what smoker's talking about. Is anybody in there?
This is the night watchman's booth. read
okay.
the door reads. Rennie,
Still not a smoker, but
no. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
If
take a
you
look
must.
inside.
But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Probably that one. I'll take the picture.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young,
Okay, we'll kind of put it
dark-skinned,
back.
and dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform.
I mean, it's probably not
The
important in the
girl
case, so
is
kind of put it
smiling
back.
playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that?
Instinctual to collect evidence. Yeah, that was kind of extended. It's not really evidence, and it has nothing to do with being a cop, but I just kind of had instinct thing.
But let's move. I don't want to be seen.
How do I leave? Like, I'm in here. How do I get out of here? Can I get out of here?
A
is
rustic
this?
control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arrête are faded with use. It's Marsh. On. Arrête. Off.
We're gonna leave it alone for now. Kvalsund. How the fuck do I leave the hall? I don't really want to be in here right now. Let's see where this goes.
A rusting marsh with a loud grind. The crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Okay. Is that a bridge thing? I don't know.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
What is its purpose?
Moving this container, of course.
This one
For
container.
this purpose it was built.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus. Except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit.
The crane does not return to
Okay, well, probably made a bunch of noise, but whatever. It's in here. Oh, no, what is this? Whale Fjord.
Before you
Cool.
stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
What wall?
You do? Because I don't.
Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
I don't know. It just feels special.
It's a cargo container. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
Let me open the
No
door.
reply.
Knock the door. Open it.
You attempt to turn and to your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Persuade the door to open. Let's try it.
Why are you even
Yeah.
trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because what wasn't an option? Are you
Yeah, never mind.
satisfied, detective?
Yeah, let's leave. We can come back to that later. Don't know how to get out of here. Says Vermilion. Ooh, hold up, hold up. Those are the same kind of cargo belts that the dude was hung with. Like blood, huh? Can I not? Okay, so I can't examine that from where I am. Can't open that crate. That's something. Hey! Hello. How you doing?
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along.
Okay.
The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Evrart.
Dude, okay. Yeah, that's interesting.
Evrart, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there.
Huh.
How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
No, I'm not a scab.
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What's in that container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of
Uh-huh.
containers here have nothing in them.
I don't think it's
They're
empty.
just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
I don't think it's empty.
Oh, you want Mr. Everard then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
Shadow rotates. That's pretty cool.
Guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same
Oh,
school
boy.
we did when we were boys. Oh, Mr. Everard is usually in his office, of course. But you gotta be quick if you want to see him. He leaves around 10 p.m.
Okay. You're Ubi, right?
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Arish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad.
So he leaves at
after
10.
he
We'll
got
have to see him
violent.
tomorrow.
Took us here to the new world.
It's fine. I don't really need to
About
talk to
10
him right
then.
now anyways.
Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
That's not... Okay. I feel like you wouldn't volunteer that information.
Thank you for
Okay.
clarifying that, sir.
You're doing with the containers.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to
I mean,
spot.
72% chance. I mean, Ray cannot be tried. That's fine.
Everything is so
Failed.
pretty and red. You and
Fail.
Leo look
Why do I
like
always
as you
fail
glance
the
around
high
with
shit?
Similar childlike wonder. The old man whistles and hums a jaunty.
Oh,
Where's
most
everyone?
of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So
Okay.
no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
Oh. What kind of trouble?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
Would the trouble include potentially hanging a security guard?
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
What'd they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Good job, I guess?
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hard ease.
Kill a Mercer. That's a bit on the nose, but I don't really care about the fight.
Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth.
Okay, he's
Now
next
he's
up. Okay,
talking
fair
about
enough.
Some drunk sawmill owner who
Yeah, he works here. I already know that. Well, I could go in there. I don't imagine there's much. Okay, I was gonna say I didn't imagine much in here, but apparently there is. Oh, is that Everard? Well, let's talk to him, I guess. I mean, he's... I guess this is an office.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
Hello.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
My name is Dubois.
I'm Everard
Okay.
Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Not really, but okay.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks.
Oh boy.
Do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
I'll take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
I remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Well, there was a murder.
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say.
Okay.
This should take care of that nonsense.
Now let's check on his desk.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria manager.
Well, I mean, thanks,
Go
but
ahead.
I already...
Take it.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
25 real. Sure. Thank you, Everard. I'll take the money. I don't see why not.
Don't mention it. But also don't forget it. I'm just kidding, of course. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Mm-hmm.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravity.
I would appreciate any help you could provide.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going
Harry
to be
Dubois.
all right.
That's my name. Harry Dubois.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into
I just
their
don't
own
trust this
mouths.
guy. He
It's
is
in a safe
too
place.
friendly.
I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Chair is killing me.
Officer, we will deal with...
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Who does this guy think?
Holy
you
fuck, I see
Ronnie
it.
the rookie? You ain't worried about no lost gun, or unpaid bill, or forgotten name. You're the bad cop.
That's not my
You're
point. That's
the
my point of pride here.
Yes, you're part of the old guard, the ancient guard, the most corrupt, unholy
Totally.
cops in the land.
Dragon.
Chill out like the black dragon you are. The fat man does the same, sinking deeper into his chair than one would think is physically possible. He seems to be enjoying your little display.
Okay then.
Good. Now lean in with some corruption.
I don't know if I like where this is going.
That we do, Harry. Let them say what they will about you and me. We're both born fighters. Why, thank you. It's always nice when a fellow professional appreciates your work.
Okay.
That's it. Now kick back and add a final flourish for dignity.
Down a station anytime. Here's your
You
hospitality.
strike me as a reasonable man,
Yeah.
Harry. I like that in a lawman. Let's cut to the chase, shall we? What can Everard Clare do for you?
I think we'd like to ask you a few questions. Don't you think so, Detective?
I do.
Somehow you managed to get yourself out of this one. Now quick, keep the momentum up. Ask questions.
Let's talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
Since there's a
But
but.
there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
Yes.
But I
Let's.
can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
Opened a few
And
doors.
I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady
Nothing.
about it.
You don't typically have to say there's nothing shady about things that are not shady. They're just not shady.
Does this jiggling ooze think he's going to use you? He's got another thing coming. Play his game, son, with your eyes peeled. He's going to slip up, and when he does, you're going to come out on top.
Whose door is
No,
it?
no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
I bet you don't even know anything.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Hey, open it
Harry,
yourself.
I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
Yes.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally...
I'll look into it fine.
Fantastic,
I
my
can't guarantee
friend.
something will happen.
Just let me know when it's done and we can take our
Well, at
breaks
least
and get
accept
the
the
key
quest.
From Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry.
What is it?
Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
I'm gonna
Wait.
leave. Yeah.
You need this to get in and out through the gate. Here,
Alright.
you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Thanks, Everett. I guess. My novelty check. Open the apartment door for Everett. I don't really want to do that.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. Tonight we
Yeah.
can pick up where we left.
We'll head back. I think we can leave by, what we got in. That sounds right, at least. Nope, nope, down this way, down this way. Up these stairs. Into this building here. Yes. Now we can leave the store, since we have a key card from Everett. Let's go take a sleep. Yeah. I mean, we did a lot of things today. What is that? What's that thing? Okay. I can't talk to anybody here except for Gart. I mean, let's... Oh, hello, what is this?
You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system by
Through a
other
PA
people,
system.
whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
I don't know about that one.
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
So I'm
No,
something happy.
Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs
Okay.
is destroyed. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes. sounds
Yeah.
likely. You should probably go.
I don't know if I'm gonna do that. That seems interesting. Hello.
The door is closed. There is no one. You hear the shower being turned on.
I'm gonna leave. Yeah. Okay, I don't think there's anything for me to do except sleep on that
This is the door to the room. You
bed.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides,
Yeah, that's fair. Go out on the balcony, answer any questions that I
The
may
air
have.
outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM?
How do you think today went, Kim?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would
Yay!
say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up on. The body is still
Okay.
hanging from that tree, which is unfortunate. But we performed a thorough search of the premises of the crime scene. That's great.
Yeah, I'll just look at the city.
As for the interviews, we conducted an interview with Everard Clare. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
He's a tough cookie.
We talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
Can't really do a lot though.
Today was exhausting. What's with all the
All the
running?
running.
You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
I don't like to waste time. Yeah, that's right. I don't like to waste
It's
time.
impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
Thanks, Kim.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
What are her powers exactly?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Ravachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
That sounds abusable.
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been
Okay.
known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Ravachol.
Okay.
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station closely. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
How do those show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though. and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
What if they resist?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
What happens when they get arrested and convicted?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Courron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
What if I kill someone while on duty?
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness.
Gotcha.
Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
Coalition government makes the
Yes,
rules?
The international
Yeah.
community's mission in Ravachol, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
Okay.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Ravachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
I don't really know.
Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum.
I didn't know you smoked.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How'd you get so cool,
I
Kim?
mean, this isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool
Yeah.
factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit below it all.
A debrief.
It's been a long and eventful.
What is the moral intern?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
I don't know who they are.
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
Okay. What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
What is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not.
I don't know what forget-me-not
Their
is.
motto is love, compassion, self-discipline.
What's a
I think
forget-me-not?
you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
What is that a flower? It is a flower. Okay. Oh, it's one of those things. Okay. Okay, it's one of the stereotypical flowers. Okay.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner.
Who was Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
Fair enough.
For you, she is something painful, though it's hard to say why.
Why is she okay? Why is she painful? What do you think of them?
Moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
Okay.
Do you?
Okay, things are bad out there. Point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police Ravachol. Job. Haven't seen place. This isn't humanism. What's biggest bourgeois organization? No. Immigrants, liberal kids. What the fuck? No. Yeah, I can see
In
that.
fact, we would need them even if you didn't think that way. We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Yeah, that's kind of fine with me, honestly.
Then you will adore Martinez. For many of these people, the Union especially, vigilantes is precisely what we are. Personally, I don't enjoy it much.
The lights of the Orphan
Yeah.
District are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west as Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over.
I gaze into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. An aerostatic passes overhead. The whiskers of its
Fuck's an
floodlights on the
aerostatic?
ground below. Kitsuragi's glasses light up as he looks to the sky. Two glowing circles.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why don't they like us?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. It's like I told you, this place is an orphan, fallen between the cracks. We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
Okay.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope will help a little bit.
Me
At
too.
least.
But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our
I just got an
lives.
achievement called Go to the Good Cops. Really get Kim to trust you. Okay.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Cool, I guess. I have that, but that's fine. So there are a bunch of things we need to do. That's fine. See you in the morning, Kim. Do I have any backyard wall? Mirror. Can't get in the mirror. Joyce, trash container. Okay, that's fine. Take a
The
sleep.
bed is cold and not particularly inviting. But
I
it's
don't.
yours.
I don't consider that a
The
fucking
sheets look
bed at
awful.
that point, dude. Like,
The sheets feel at once
It's
coarse and
trashed.
clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
still see my flashlight.
And then sleep doesn't come.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing.
Roll over.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
I sleep.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Dreams or am I waking up again? Oh, hello. Is that gonna be a disco ball? Well, hello.
Do you remember
the scent of your childhood.
Loaded corpse of a drunk. It's one hospital people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
No. I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me.
No.
You failed Elysium.
The fuck is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
That's not possible. I've seen you before.
No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
Trying to solve the case?
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
There's another type? Fuck.
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Okay. That was interesting.
Good going, buddy.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night. You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it?
Bit, yeah.
You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
No.
You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
No. I'm not looking for
Are
speed.
you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the
Yes, I
town
will.
be dead by then. You will be fired.
I can do this without speed, yeah.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your speed.
I don't like electrochemistry. Just don't. How close am I next to my experience? I'm pretty close. I have a spare point. Shit, I do. That's fine. Let me do like so. Let me look at the mirror for encyclopedia, right? Boom. Now I should be able to look at a couple of these things now. Importantly, right here.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the
Well,
expression,
let's see what happens.
like the rest of you.
Nope. Okay. Fair enough. Worth a shot. Where's Kim?
The door is closed.
Leave. No business with her. That's open now. Where's Kim? There's Kim. Morning, Kim.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
What do you mean, Rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing.
Yeah.
I think it's them.
Alright,
One
let's
more
roll.
thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Yeah, streetwise.
Okay.
Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about
Yeah.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Okay.
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast.
What do you need a phone
Sorry
for,
the
ma'am?
inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
I'm sure you could use the phone out in Kim's car.
The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What are you here for?
Let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
A little missing persons puzzle might
Okay.
just be the thing to take your mind off the hang.
Has he gone
That's
missing
just
before?
it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look
Reeds,
around,
huh?
you're still in the whirling in rags.
But you have more important things to worry about.
What is
Just
expedition?
some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were
Down the
just
co-
going
across
down
the
coast
waterlock.
Across the waterlock to set a few traps. He
Waterlock
said
is
they'd be back
broken.
on Monday. What could be keeping them?
The waterlock. That was broken. Could this be it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna question about Gary. It's more likely that it's just because they're stuck with the
Oh, my.
waterlock.
What happened to the waterlock?
I got a big
Oh,
butter billboard.
sweetie. If it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
You're welcome, ma'am.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
Of course.
Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
I'll let him know, ma'am.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
What kind of rare insects? I'm curious.
It's fascinating, but I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
I want to hear about it.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically,
Okay.
but
Ah yes, Phasmatodea. A diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing.
Okay, like stick
Those
bugs.
insects, colloquially,
I got you.
where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence,
Interesting.
it's named the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
there's a touch of awe in the way she enunciated the creature's name.
To be honest, this animal sounds like a cryptid. You wouldn't happen to be searching for some kind of gnome of Jeroma, would you?
I don't know what a gnome of Jerome is.
I smell pseudoscience, he's thinking. Not a big fan of that.
Okay.
It's simply elusive. So much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
It does say cryptozoologist's wife, not zoologist's wife.
Establishment. I thought so.
Makes you think it's around here.
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
Okay.
Interesting. Maybe the phasmid made the teenagers make out.
I'm not gonna say that.
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insulindian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Enthusiasm has wiped the worry from her face. Her eyes sparkle behind her glasses.
You're excited,
I
ma'am.
suppose I have something of a personal connection to the Insulindian phasmid. All scientists.
I just noticed, does her wheelchair have a fucking motor? It's cool. Is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
Does it have cool powers?
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the
Okay, what's
reeds,
special
oh
with the
dear.
bug?
I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him.
Okay, that's fine. Grab this. I could talk to them. I'm not gonna. That. Money. Hello, gardener. Definitely a gardener. Oh, I still need to run the shortwave, yeah. tattoos. Weasel's door from Manana. Yeah. Oh. Whatever. Yeah, it's... Hello, ma'am.
Let me handle this. Detective Disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is my...
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
So I know where the place for. Check it out.
Yes, extremely normal. I'm not a gardener, by the way. I'm a legal counselor
Yeah, figured that
for the
out.
Dock Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
Damn, okay, well, fuck it. Well said.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What if I want to talk to you?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority.
What's your role in all
like
this?
I already told you, I'm a legal counselor.
What are you gonna do to me?
What are we going to do? The union isn't going to do.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people.
Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing.
Just dock workers? Do dock workers spy on the police?
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their
Sure.
bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
Managed buffer zone. It's not unlawful, it's cool and funny. I mean, I feel like it's a bad idea, but man, Here's an historic individuals.
I don't need privatization peons from a rent-a-cop. Just do your job. Ask your...
Well, how can I do my job if you're not gonna let me do my job? You ever think about that? Hmm? Didn't want to give giant what? Oh, he's pay. Oh, sorry, he's paying you. Well, if he's paying you, then it's not really a union, is it? Hmm. You're more like a privately hired individual. Right? Right? Hmm? Where? There's an encyclopedia. I mean, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Let's do an encyclopedia, yeah. Let's go try to open that again. I guess I can open it, but see if I can find where the look is from.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
17%.
In it, it belongs
Yes.
in the
Yes.
third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species.
It's because it is.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million.
Guillaume le Million.
Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
He had a clicking sound.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix, because unlike Guillaume le Million, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous.
Why did I adopt it?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
How long ago was the new?
There is a vast ocean of time between right now
2 decades.
and
Damn.
the expression. Looking good on you.
20 years ago.
Anyone. 2 decades.
People
is
stopped
the
smiling
calendar to
20
be
years ago.
trusted. Humanity
Apparently.
has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Do I know anything about myself?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that.
Does it have anything to do with OO?
Not really. OO must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway. It
What's
doesn't
that then?
have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Let's see if we can stop from happening.
Still not
Nope.
happening. It won't.
Okay, fair enough. Let's horseback monuments. We can. No, we can't look at things. Because we don't have another slot. That's fine. I got another slot, next level up. Let's go talk to Titus. Might as well go ahead and do that.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets
What's
clinging
hallmarks?
to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically,
Okay.
imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it.
Yeah, history is pretty
The
cool.
sentiment is called anti-centennial nostalgia, pining for a time before the turn of the century. It's common even now.
Okay. Alright, Titus. What you got for me?
This is where you say your bit.
Okay.
Detective.
Oh, this is about him. A
Oh
real
boy.
looker,
This
that
is
won't.
something.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going
Shut
to
up.
be better than...
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Scan the room.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man. In his 30s. Overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet. Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Maritzian, in his late 30s, early 40s. He spent his youth in Villa Labos,
Okay.
a housing project in the Jamrock Quarter. There were incarcerations.
I don't even, can I even see his tattoos? He's wearing a jacket.
The ink is fading. And then, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 46. The big dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips. Rugby cap. Fingerless gloves. And numerous scars. A little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain.
Okay.
In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes.
The little guy. Oh, I'm guessing the little guy is
Size
probably
44,
her.
40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
And the little guy.
Size 41.
Oh, never mind.
With
Shaky.
a light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
In the
Yeah.
middle, heaving
8, yeah.
and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size
Where's 8?
46. Deep
There were 8 of them, right?
marks.
And there's only 7
Probably
people here.
Carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily
At
exceed
Angus.
220. In conclusion,
Dude.
these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
One is missing.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
The fuck is with you, fella?
Where's the 8th Hardy boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't.
Odd soul.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a
Ah.
Hardy girl. Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
No, that's too easy. That's no. Probably not Elizabeth.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want?
It has to be good, if he won't let you pursue it. Looks like the lieutenant thinks so too.
There's a girl. Odd souled.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And you're not
And?
cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Is that a threat?
We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
Did you kill
The
them?
pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why is there a container belt around his neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes.
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang.
As he speaks, his fists contract.
Oh, so you're just not even high. Okay.
Again, savoring it.
We did this together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He
Interesting.
didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Okay. But there were 8, but there was an 8th person there. Someone they don't want to be incriminated in this. How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck.
Didn't they teach you?
This is where an autopsy would come in handy. You have to work with what you know.
Fuck, I should ought to. I don't. Okay. In her reports of any screams.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
We overpowered him. dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck.
Then we left him for...
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
How'd you overpower
With
him?
numbers, asshole.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Where this overpowering happened?
Right fucking here. The fucker pranced in here like he owns the place.
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
Who's cracking? Bad Angus.
a single sentence would wear him out. He can't take the length of the questioning. Keep it going long enough, and he'll crack.
No. Of course he's having trouble breathing.
Fuck off, Shanky.
All muscle,
Keep
huh?
an eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later,
Something you're not telling
And
me.
fuck you, too, copper. Picking on him.
this one is a stone wall. You won't get more out.
Other
Like
questions.
what, copper?
Why'd you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And
He's a mercenary.
he stepped out.
What kind of murder?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too.
A live grenade. Right here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hired merc shit like that.
Anyway, Special
'Cause
Forces.
One night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm RNA's goddamn Special Forces."
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there.
We couldn't believe it either. But he...
This is a serious violation of the karaoke.
Okay, what did he do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning. To kill us all if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we...
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started to come in here every night.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Show me your cunt. Why don't you show me your cunt? Then he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took...
Yeah,
Girl out.
me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
Who did he rape
No.
then?
You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
I'm gonna hazard a guess. It was probably number 8.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
When did this
You
occur?
don't have to answer any of...
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night.
How long have you known him?
him?
Yeah.
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago.
By
3
the
weeks ago?
Pines cow, you mean?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us. Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end.
Who called the shots?
Are you deaf? There will be no... Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Who called the shots around here,
Who
Titus?
do you fucking think does?
One is missing. You give command. Too easy. Too easy. Bad Angus.
The sweaty man turns red.
It's not the fat ass.
Okay.
I think you...
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night,
How many
can
people
just
have
leave
you
that?
sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the coalition.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
What is this for? No. No. No, it's not gonna get through to any of them. Yeah, what's a
The
reunion?
River Esperance
Okay.
Correctional Facility, a military prison run by
We
the
enforce the
coalition.
law.
But you see, a law, lawman, is something people agree upon. And here in Martinez, we agreed.
So what are we gonna do now, Titus?
Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility.
Yes, that's no.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law
Wait, a week when we
officials.
first met. What the fuck you mean about that?
You're lucky you didn't get it.
I may retry that. Sure, why not? Godly 16. Establish authority.
Establish
No.
authority. Yes.
all I
Although,
got.
did you already try? You're probably right. The others are
Okay.
only there for filler. To make the gun thing pop.
Stop
Here,
shit
whatever.
the law.
Yeah. Aren't you listening?
Can I just leave
It's
now?
done. Finito.
For God's sakes!
Sounds like someone's damn broke.
They're not going to
Yeah.
give you anything. Can't you see? I can't have a police interrogation in here. People are trying to eat.
Concern you, manager.
Easy, babes. What is this? I can't have a slap fight.
We are deep.
Everyone can see you picked some wrong options. Next time you have to come up with.
Okay,
better
like what the
facts.
fuck you want me to do if I fail and you don't just give me an option to back out? Like, okay. Whatever. The fact that I can't just fucking use the damn scroll wheel. Authority, yeah. Okay, let's go look at the horseback, the hanged man again. As we can. Kuno's still here, of course he is.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and
Let's
white
see if we
boots.
can talk to him.
His official
Nope.
state.
I told you, he's...
Okay, how the fuck do I get up there? Wait, that's the lady, right? I think so, at least. Yeah. Whatever. What is this?
The worn and beaten wooden.
We can see...
You can revisit the bench if you.
Past time while Khashoggi's gone. I don't think I need to do that at any point. So an earthquake, yeah. Whatever. Go call in the fucking armor thing.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox. As you tap on the gauge, the
No,
Whatever,
that's enough fun
do
with
the radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I'm gonna serial number, please.
Sir, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it.
That number.
Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately.
Tomorrow.
International
Great, thanks.
Collaboration Police, ICP, is
57.
in the cabin. You see.
Store. Yeah, whatever. Okay. That's done. I'm not gonna drink booze. Badge. There's still that book I need to read. Hello there. Who are you? Good one?
Yes? Hello? Me? No one. I'm just
If she's such a working-class woman, why isn't she?
not all
I'm
the
Jorgen.
time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
I'm
I
a
know
policeman.
you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
Do you need help with a policeman?
What with? A lot of things. For example,
Your husband's
My
missing?
husband? No, I don't know.
Where could he be?
Where is this going, officer?
You don't really know where your husband
Yes,
is.
but no. Why are we still talking?
it's got to be something else then. Why else would you be asking her if it wasn't?
I'm
The
just
woman
let you
with-
read. Yeah, I don't That's weird. I don't know why I did any of that. What is this? Interact with it. It's money. Cool. Money. You dress rather fancily.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of
Fork in a world, okay.
Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
Look, in his hand, going into his mouth.
I'm trying to, but you keep
What?
breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
Okay.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it.
No.
Don't
Should
no.
ask. That's polite.
You've got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
See?
Observe them.
Your munching and complaining have ruined my concentration.
Ah, mon Dieu.
Okay.
The pain in my back is unbearable. I can't even say if it's in my back or hip anymore. Feels like it's
What is that
in both.
shadow? So, what is that a shadow of? Me? Kim?
I hope
Don't
you
know.
pass out from it. You goddamn jellyfish. Men like you are the reason this nation is sinking.
Trying
Okay.
to throw something as close to a predetermined point as possible. Measuring. This must be the age-old game of petanque. Shush. Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old.
What team?
Doesn't matter what team. Pick a team. Any
Why are you so mean to
eyes
me?
on the ball, Dinky Winky.
Lower your time, fellas.
Sure, officer. I am René Arnaud. And my specially abled partner here is Gaston Martin. How can we help you?
Oh, you seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Was there an earthquake here?
No. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
Oh, that would also... Okay, fair enough.
Why what? Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance.
Who are the
to clean up
communards?
armies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special.
Based.
Senseless sentimentality. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought
Okay.
dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women
What?
strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Okay.
Because
Michelle
this place is a
Martinez.
damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first. Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez
Yeah, okay.
was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Not thoughtfully and turn look
This here
northeast.
is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough.
Explains all the war damage.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
He approves of this radical approach. Knows it was necessary.
The rest of the city got
Okay.
cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well,
Yeah.
it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding them.
This is a whole complicated mess.
What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Commies just don't understand how money works.
No, they don't. But I'm sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting rabid commies, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn
Guillaume?
Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
Guillaume le Million?
Instead, all that is just holy,
Or is it just a similar
beautiful
name?
in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was the plan all along.
Yeah, you
This
mentioned
is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain.
you mentioned Guillaume.
A true king
Guillaume.
of blood and mind, led Revachol before Frisel. He would have been
Who was
damned
Frisel?
Frisel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the
What's a
king.
suzerain?
Suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the Filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
What's this about the old soldier that makes him stand so proud? Yeah, let's see if...
All you observe is a veteran
This
Yeah.
is the uniform of the
Don't you mean Frisel the Fan?
Frisel the Fun.
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown.
There's
Fair enough.
something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
You think of the man hanged in the backyard?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. In Martinez, the union is the law. Cop is a
Rob?
pejorative term. I don't have a problem with. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't.
So it's
I'm
that
an
you're
old man.
Philippe near the roundabout.
Ah, yes. King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh,
I like this guy. I like Renee.
at the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied...
Cocaine? Cocainum? Sounds like our...
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
I should True King rule.
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgents never understood.
This Amelia should take care of his people before himself.
Legion is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try.
Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened.
Yeah.
The Carabineer doesn't reply.
Was that about
Oh,
cocaine?
Paul Philippe was a big fan of the purple nose
Wait.
candy the nobility loved so much.
Purple?
A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. Ah, his egocentricity is borderline legendary.
Cocaine in this universe is purple. Okay.
You can't even take the responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders of a ruler? That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine for clarity of vision, to aid in their work. Regnum cocainum. Revachol's
Royal
finest
cocaine.
years.
I'm satisfied with this explanation.
Of course.
Okay.
Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philip III was even brought
Sure.
into this world with the help of cocaine. The court medic administered a dose to his mother when she was in labor, and it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the pure...
Drug users should not yeah.
From what I've seen of the officers of the RCM... but I don't want to get into a debate about drug policies. Right.
What's something else? I found your guard booth.
Yes. The Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
You've seen something.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Why on leave?
It's a private matter.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or,
So he's hurt,
God
basically.
forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business.
He's got heart problems.
It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee.
It's his heart.
Yeah.
No one. The boss has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer, the container yard
Yeah.
doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Why would you make a decorative guard?
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Fair.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
No. 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 Invest profit, get a few more guys? Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now?
Saw a picture in there.
She is nobody. This is none of your concern. And I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
Understandable, René.
Lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Thank you.
Yes. Like I said, I would be up anyway.
I can attempt this again.
Might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Might as well.
Still.
Nothing. Failed.
Anything else I can assist you?
Okay. That's something. We attempt the container door again, apparently.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider.
What hard work do I
Look
do?
at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
I fucking ride that
That's
bitch.
just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
I mean, there's Ponix of Alpha that's made some
Sure,
gills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
Taxes.
That's right. 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam
Fuck taxes, dude.
in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Every time you wipe your ass,
Yeah.
they got their
Feels
direct
about that
and
way.
their indirect modes of taxation: sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony, One tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for. That makes them ask for more money from you. Here. Total tax duties add up to 98% of all your money.
Free market fundamentals.
Here you go, hustler.
Hell yeah.
Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Keep it real. Keep it street. Keep foaming at the mouth furiously on the
Hell yeah. Fighting into... Hell yeah. Indirect motive takes it. Yeah, whatever. I need more skill points so I can actually unlock that shit, but yeah. Oh, statue. The statue first, because that's right here. Then we go into the crate. Try to, at least.
An old monument stands.
What does King do?
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
Okay.
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the
well, that
decline
sucks.
of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the
Was it all cocaine?
Revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
I feel like it was cocaine.
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands,
I don't know what a Krugerrand is.
ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
Yeah.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
Actually, I have heard about it.
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national... Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian Blow, allegedly twice
purple.
as potent as the stuff you find nowadays. And purple. That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Right before
This is
that,
a lot to
His
process.
Majesty's courtiers said...
I know what
to
nose
the
candy
neighborhood
is.
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum, a group of marble pleurons still surround the king's vandalized tomb.
Having a
The
statue.
original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
Who restored it?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler
That's kind of rude.
in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time. A rare butterfly trapped in
Yeah, that's just a bad
Martinez
idea.
Tend to agree, as do many prominent art critics. Philip III, the squad.
Okay.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, the windows
in the window.
are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with the driver
does it
has
say?
adorned his space with
Punishing
a substantial
security.
collection of peculiar. The back end of the cabin has a small perch to a book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a
Land from Hjelmdal.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. Likely, yes.
He was acting tough.
Okay.
before. This probably scared him a bit.
See about this container. Let's get to there. Let's just click and let it run. The traversing the city in this is almost, it takes almost just enough time that it makes me want to fast travel. It's like, if it was any longer, I would want to fast travel. I still want to fast travel now, but I can bear not having one. It's right on the edge. It's right on the fucking edge.
You're back before the
Sway the door open. Nope. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I think it was gonna happen, but you never know. You never know. Alright. What do we have to do next? Choice test container map wall. Backyard wall. I don't know where that is. Presumably run back. If I had to hazard a guess. So let's go run back. Backyard wall. There's also the forcing thing here, which I mean I could try.
The trash containers. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you.
Oh.
You see
I guess I can't try.
cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Well, it doesn't matter then.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Okay, fair enough. I literally can't. That makes sense that I can't. I literally have the key. Or had the key at one point. I also have. I have interactable. I have items here.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of
I need another point of interface for that.
with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip.
Away. What does this do?
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friese because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism.
Are they?
Represent a society in accord.
Okay.
A shameful way to treat a former king. Because Friese was, to your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct. After rifling the pages, the magazine is divided into several sections. International developments. Kunst und Kultur.
Read the other's note.
As you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, but like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which only 4 issues in, and it sounds like they've already alienated their reader. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and...
I think this is a communist magazine.
It was laying around the office of the debate.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. This section
National
includes
developments.
a long,
Yeah,
tedious critique.
just gonna skim
You
this.
also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling. Whoa. Bear wrestling. It seems to be part of a new public fitness initiative, according to this extremely credulous
Bear
account.
wrestling.
Uncle Sport, as he's affectionately known to, based on the description in this article.
Extremely competent Democratic president.
Is well into
Sure.
his decade as president of the S. Don't forget, right? Like all Samaran men, it's quite straightforward. A standard match.
One man
features
against one
man.
bear.
Or, according to the SRV's Ministry of Information, the program has been this is the SRV we're talking about. If
Hard to
you
fight a
think
bear if you're out of shape, yeah.
that's very much the idea. President Kaczynski has long maintained that
He's
The
the
Samaran
SRV.
People's Republic? No, I should expect
Might be fun to protect in a bear
suppose
fight.
It would be something to see.
you flip back to the front of the magazine.
Kunst and
It takes a
Culture.
moment. But gradually it dawned why they decided to. As you leaf through this section, the main feature though, the tip-top
Yeah, it's just
is
hold
an
up.
Inter-Isolari racing series.
Profile of
Mostly known for
CS.
this so-called artist spot. You think you're settling in
Tip
for a
top, sure,
relaxing
whatever.
recap of the most recent. Instead, you find yourself skimming
That's
10,000
problematic.
word. Where to
Yeah.
even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships. And then, oddly
Who wrote
enough,
this stuff?
this article had, there's no way. Have you ever met anyone named
Who wrote
Undercapita?
sponsorships?
And that at the
Crash,
end of
order.
the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really
Pretty sure I like it for the
sure
racing.
You, this flimsy that's because you haven't been reading critically. But don't worry. The whole
Or
point
get
of
rich of
the-
capitalist
I can
destruction.
safely say the thought had never crossed my mind, Detective.
I thought I liked
can
Tip Top.
still like it, Detective. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside
Yeah.
of a motor, much less
A bunch of
You flip
commies
back
writing
to the
shit.
front of the magazine.
Local
Unsurprisingly,
concerns.
Much of you skim the headlines. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer G. Martin accusing the owner of the Cape Side Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Shakir. You should have killed a lot of them all.
One of the editorials proclaims that the more the force sounds like their bodies just you flip back to
Exactly.
the front of the
Okay, that's fine. Just a communist book. Sure, whatever. Backyard wall. I still don't know what that means, the backyard wall. Maybe something back there. Oh, it might be something back there, actually. That could be it. See if we can get there. I still don't know how to get on the roof. That's kind of... I have no idea how to get on the roof. That's, yeah. And then so we also never talked to this lady that was up here. Did we?
just an ordinary wall.
We're looking at nothing. Yeah, fair
Why
enough.
must we stop?
Talk to that guy. We never went in here.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper net, the royal lion, Guillaume's kitten.
That's probably the door Evrat mentioned.
Okay, I still don't really want to open that up.
There must be another way into the
Holy
building.
fuck.
It's been a week and now they show up?
You see,
What
a
the
young
fuck
man
was that?
about
Holy
to be
shit.
nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been...
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
Why are you
There's
whispering,
no
buddy?
trouble. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Don't let him go. This could be your witness.
Is it really that important?
Yes, it is. You'll have a perfect view from where the dude was
All right, I'll
hanged.
make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
So anything but the
I'd
hanging.
even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear Jean.
We will remove the body as soon.
Oh. You're the...
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Pretty sure I didn't.
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look,
You didn't answer the question.
it was my Sunday friend.
Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend. How intriguing.
Did you see something?
Doesn't reply. Gesturing no with his cigarette. Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying
Interesting.
on you three.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez.
Okay, we'll talk later.
We won't.
Okay.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Stay.
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging.
Trash? Listen,
the fuck?
good luck with the
Okay,
investigation.
whatever. Why do all the failed ones just make me seem pathetic as fuck? Like, Okay, whatever. That's a dick.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often
Okay,
it could
anything
be a
important to
weakness.
say?
Him or his Sunday friend. There has to be a way of getting inside the...
Okay, whatever. I still don't know where the fuck. Okay. Where is the backyard wall? Backyard wall. Where? What does that mean, backyard wall? This?
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest
Is it this?
ache. More old bullet holes. Half a century at least. From the revolution.
Then closer.
Peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer. Your chest feels tight looking at them.
You okay there? Might
Really
be the
bad for a
after
second.
effects of your bullet holes generally look the same, so probably
Yeah, people get
plenty.
shot. Fair enough, I guess. Yeah, I don't... What is the backyard wall? It's not the one wall. It's not that one. It's not that map wall thing. Is it? Well, look. Maybe it might be. Conceptualization impossible. So if I can retry it. Is it this thing?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Okay, why does it say I can try it again? Oh, because it's like 4. So that is that thing. Okay. And I just thought it was there because I had it selected. Fair enough. Dr. Joyce, the map wall. I don't know what the map wall is. I think that's the one inside the bookshop. Couple points away from a level up. Do I have any different clothes I can wear? Anything that needs physical instrument, really. So work on the balcony, talk to Titus. The moral. Let's see if we can talk to Joyce. We do need to talk to Joyce a little bit. We talk to this lady too, because I never did the first day.
The streets
Hello.
will flow red once more, a great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
Okay.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Try the blood type and go from there.
Go where? Accosting a minor?
Listen to your partner, pigman. Keep your grubby hooves off little old ladies.
Do anything about the recent... what are you looking at?
The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief.
What?
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two the woman on the boat.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Okay.
Is an archipelago, 2 days' travel.
On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world.
What's his on?
It's where they grow whores like her.
Well,
Have
negativity.
you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor.
What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
You don't know what to write.
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mono is here. We rarely see pigs round here though. Just union cards. This
Why do you
place
want
is
to deface the building?
severely lacking in havoc. Not even the
Lacking in
occasional
havoc.
trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it
Okay.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it, public art. Go for it.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me.
Do you think about the
I
recent
ain't no
murder?
snitch, Pigstein.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Tell us about the murder victim's missing armor.
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Is an armor art for the body?
Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give
Little
you
girl in the
this
fishing
one.
village running with military grade
I
handwear.
saw a little girl in the fishing village.
Okay,
running
well, to get to the
around
fishing
with
village, I
military-grade
need.
handwear. Look cute as hell.
That needs to be Wednesday, and then because then I can undo the water lock. Till then, I can't get there.
If you
Okay.
haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from
Got it.
Biggie, I have no idea. Watch your back, ungulate. You've got.
Why is everybody fucking crazy in the city?
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest. This could be a way into the apartment building. The door
Knock.
rattles against the door.
Knock
rattles
again.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
Is it the police?
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
I talked to a young man in this building.
No. Go check the backyard door.
Backyard door with the smoker. You
Backyard couldn't get in that way.
We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering.
Okay, I'll try to convince our own policeman.
You can't think of anything convincing. Time for some police brutality.
Sure,
No,
whatever.
we are not.
You don't scare me, punk.
Whatever.
Madame.
There is no reply.
Fine, whatever. Fuck it. Leave her alone. I gotta be real careful now, because if I make any wrong decision, I'm gonna fucking die. I don't have any morale. Alright, Joyce. How you doing?
You're back.
Joyce!
What can I help you with?
What's some more questions about reality?
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Jemaivu thought complete. Okay. What is... think something close to me?
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close.
What
This
is
isn't about
something
you.
fundamental?
It's about what is all of this.
What world is this?
World? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
What do you see?
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough. There is a term of endearment they
Okay.
coined for it in the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included.
Elysium.
Elysium.
Elysium. The world needs a term of
It
endearment.
does. There are those who would call it hell.
They would be wrong.
A term of hatred that originates, like many such things,
Miss
with the
Petro-fascists.
Oh, you want
Okay.
a picture of the world? Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
What shape is the world
we
then?
used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
Okay.
ORG. Occident Revachol Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific
Dark gray
contributors,
corona.
Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry.
This world is fucked
but
up
if there
and
was
weird.
a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
A cold fear seeps into you.
They
I mean,
say
Corona.
there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness.
Hmm.
I am sorry, dear.
Interesting.
It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even signed, but this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together. However naive it may sound.
Everything
I
will be
don't
okay.
know about things of that scale.
Probably.
My expertise lies in, but yes, we'll be fine.
Thanks.
You may have misimagined it. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane.
Very disco.
See, everyone finds some.
The cold seeps into you. Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses.
What is acute encephalopathy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia.
What caused it?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or
Definitely drinking.
See, what
Yeah.
this boils down to is, this reality thing is stupid. Blow this joint.
Stay back to
She
reality.
stares at you, head tilted to the side.
What is pale?
Pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. Remember,
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
What do you mean it's not a part of reality?
ma'am, remember you are dealing with a very sensitive and imprecise.
The Lieutenant's right. Let's change topics.
Without
You
Kim.
could sneak back later when the lieutenant is not here. Unless you can convince him to step aside. Is what
Step
you
away.
want to do. But
Yes?
What times are these?
Are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
What is the big time?
the smile of a predator. No doubt what she's got in mind.
You've got a predatory
All men
streak.
are predators, dear. Nothing much to be done about that. It's all
What's the big time?
revolution.
The revolution. Yeah, the
Quite easy.
revolution.
Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Would you say it was a bunch of apes duking it out?
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing, intra-speak.
The apes
no.
evil.
I would say the apes were neutral.
They're good apes,
I don't
actually.
know about that.
Who gets shot in the
Those
head?
would be the communists.
Communists.
Generally speaking, 40 million people got
Good.
shot. Oh, and the anarchists too. Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
That surely is a kerfuffle.
It was a curve.
Yes. The Insulindian Deluge. Oh, lots of people.
Get shot in the
Even
head.
the real
Kings.
king abdicated and lived out a long and
Yes.
productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Cowardly.
I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume, with him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a
I don't know
wild
if a
time.
king can technically be fat. I mean, that's an interesting thought. I mean, I guess technically fascism does not exclude monarchism, but it's not something that's typically seen because like, monarchism is kind of its own thing. It's weird. I guess you could. It's interesting, actually. They are similar. Because a fascist leader does generally try to stylize themselves as like some kind of a king or important ruler of some kind. I guess the difference I would think of would be that a monarch is typically sort of derives the authority of their rule from some form of like divine right, usually, right? You know, like think like the Egyptians, like the pharaohs. All the pharaohs are supposedly you know, half god or some crap. Like all the Chinese emperors were all just, no, Japanese emperors and kings were all descended from, like, where they were all holy or whatever, right? Whereas with the fascists, you don't necessarily need that higher power. You kind of just, you just are great, I think. Looks like otherwise a fascist society does function similarly to a monarchist one. There are differences. Fascist societies typically require some form of an enemy to unite against, whereas monarchist societies just kind of are. They have enemies, obviously, but they don't need one in order to gain power. They just are authoritarian. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Who got the mineral rights?
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights...
Okay, who are
liberals
liberals?
are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining... Some were rich
Okay.
enough to stay with a constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. They didn't win so much as survive.
She's one of them.
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people...
So the liberals took everything.
Everything that wasn't nailed to the ground.
Liberals took the ground.
The coalition...
Fair enough.
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay. The arms center of the world. They landed here and ended the... The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights.
And not shooting people in it. Fair enough.
The same manner and volume as the others.
The rulers of Revachol.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with
The color of moralism.
Okay, fair
is
enough.
blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
There was hope.
a devout man of the center. Hard to come by. It's
When was
the
this
turn of the
kerfuffle?
century the revolution began in
It was turn of century,
on
I
the
guess.
instant. It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease.
What does Zarat
It made
do?
people overthrow their governments.
No way.
Indeed. Zarat is a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain.
It was a funny time in history.
Mm.
They discovered transistors and rock music.
From Revachol and Grad? Not far.
Coalition.
The world managed to cauterize
Cheers later.
itself.
Okay.
Why? You and I, officer.
What is zone of
A
control?
city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
Okay.
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery
51 minus 8 equals 43.
That's 43 years.
flies.
What have we been doing all the time?
20 saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, the 30s.
30s.
Things settled down in the 30s.
Tax havens.
Revachol East transformed itself. Yes.
Disco.
And quantitative easing. It was a market mirage, unfortunately. Welcome to reality, baby.
For her to be
Yay.
what she is, Wild Pines Group must have picked the right side.
That was Wild Pines
The
on.
winning side. That's why they're here.
They got lucky.
Perhaps it wouldn't have turned out that way had I been in charge. I would have sided with the cannons.
Cannons,
If you'd seen
fair
the
enough.
calibers of the 10 of the 14 Indo tribes got it wrong. Feld, Kupri, Tricentennial. So I suppose.
What would you have done differently?
the question. What would you have done differently?
Killed more? No. No. Some medical solution.
A cold creeps up your spine.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion? A complex folding protein.
Work ethic.
Unlife.
Yep.
The wind stops.
It's all yours. A poor remedy for prion disease. That was the attitude of most of the more moderate Indo tribes. Batik Kupri, resplendent.
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position.
And what is your...
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I
Yeah.
would have gone the same way. I was...
Understandable.
Enough about
They
the
are
times.
what they are, anyway.
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is.
I want to know what you are. What are you?
I am the vilest of the vile. I am an ultra.
She raises the corner of her mouth. It's sharp.
Dios mío, a liberal.
Yes. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon. I can see you thought our kind were all extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as this anymore.
I don't care.
A fitting punishment, to be forgotten, if not forgiven. Save a prayer for... When the dust settled, the liberals were the only...
You've done something differently.
While a gentle wind sweeps...
Yeah.
I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the coalition. Not here in Martinez.
She realizes her small...
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isla. Perhaps...
Smart one.
You're no dummy yourself.
No. Or intellectually,
And
am I
the
undoing?
crown on your head as you lay in the casket.
Yes.
Patriot?
I suppose I am.
Seditious talk, man.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Daughters, what is
Whatever
this?
else? A bird? A Svenicid?
Keep
Some
guessing.
sort of krill hunter? No, wait.
Saying I'm
Of course
ruined?
you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible.
What's this
at-
place here?
This is the or two. A pre-revolutionary tenement.
Testament. Or
All
tenement,
built
sorry,
as
not
little
testament.
tenements, you see. This one used to be
Yeah.
emptied, mostly
and
the
then it's just a bunch of history.
Blah. Wonderful.
What is that?
The girl in the old lady rags
Yes.
looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture. Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The
Yeah,
music
okay.
on the radio, the
I
food
getcha.
in the chain rest. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own
Explain the same
dress,
thing but to a
young
child.
people who dye their hair funny colors and wear old... All right.
Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the super.
I think I'm a part of
And what would
infraculture.
that be?
Disco.
I can see that.
Yeah,
Nothing
disco.
infra about disco, baby.
Your
Those
disco?
days are long behind me. And even in the early 30s, the new. A cultural... It involved lots of partying, as you might imagine, and champagne-coloured everything.
I can't remember a single thing.
Guillaume Le Million, who said, if you can remember the new, you weren't there.
Oh yeah, what happened to Guillaume?
Yes. This is not very central.
I still want to know.
I can't be 100% sure, but I believe he died due to complications. All of them.
All of them. The invention of
I'm
Puff
afraid
Stardust.
no. But then again,
Yeah.
anyway, what other
all for
had
now.
to have been of assistance? The little that.
Thank you. That's a whole bunch of things. Okay. I have 2 skill points. Okay, so I want to unlock. Unlock. Internalize Guillaume. And indirect modes of taxation. As I can. Shine nationhood. I can't see what most of these are. Where? Alright. That's gonna take what, 4 hours, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 45 minutes. Okay, that one's not too bad. I probably should tell her that I talked to Everart. So I talked to Everard.
You're back. Good.
All around you, rain keeps falling down. On the wooden boards she's standing on, and on the water around you.
Neither do I. Similar white cloak.
Very rugged. You have.
Talk to Everard.
Finally, time to choose sides.
Compulsive couple. I did like him.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on now. He has his uses. Corruption. That's how he's done it.
The position of my unusual colleague does not
Of course. And I don't How could I stop you?
Intellectually speaking, but tell
Okay.
her she'll like you for it.
Do you make things weird if I shared information? Still have something
Of
else for
course,
now.
Until then, is there anything I...
I'm gonna leave. I don't want to pick any sides yet. Just want to keep running around doing shit. Do you have any more things I can get? Map wall inside the bookstore. The backyard wall. Okay. Try again.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah.
Nope.
Why must we...
Okay, let's try the map wall in the store. I think it was in the store at least. Yeah, map wall.
Several maps. The maps look old and faded. This large ozone disintegrating into in the northeast, radiating outwards. You can. 800. The ocean
Was it not
connection.
here?
You have lit. Perhaps they.
Was it
the
map of
north
Revachol?
to the east. Huron. It's so. No. Coal City.
I'm sorry,
These
they're
maps.
quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. Yes, yes. Are you in?
Was it not? What was it then? Map wall. What else is here to interact with? Interfacing, huh?
Several maps. The maps look old and faded.
Is it here?
This bookstore is not.
Oh, it might have been here.
Hum, I can't have you end up.
This bookstore
it's
amidst
a
the
shelf.
various book, the point of the book, and many various
Interesting.
parallel.
Okay. I don't know where the fucking map wall is. I thought it was there. That literally, it's called a map wall, but I can't
Several maps. The maps
act with
look
it.
old and faded.
So I don't know what that's about. Can't interact with any of those. Map wall apparently doesn't exist for me. It's fine. How do I... Okay. Go for Everard. I don't want to do that, really. Piece of plastic. I don't know where my badge is. I do really want to just rip open that thing. I want to rip that open. You there. Ooh, hold up. What is this?
Rain falls on the
It's
grass.
raining?
The spring
Yes.
thaw must be here. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping,
What do I see?
grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world. Humid, your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you.
What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of
Okay.
a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol.
Who are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district.
Where's down the
urban
shore?
coastline, rain dripping off Etonite covered
Beyond
coal
that.
city, and your hair isn't. The
East.
great gates of the industrial harbor are locked, A chill runs down your... You shudder, looking... 2 greens,
North.
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another.
Yeah, up there.
4.4. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war. A yard. Rain fall.
In the south.
Traffic jam. Rain thrumming
Yeah.
on the roofs of motor vehicles.
Makes sense.
Inside, the road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the
Where the
ghetto.
hood, where the hood, where the
Beneath its
hood
concrete
at?
I have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at? Have a brother in the cup where the wood at. Fucking hell. Okay, why am I not there?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, standing in
Here,
the rain,
look further.
with the rain-swept your vision blurs.
What's above?
Coalition-era statics hang like apparitions.
What's below?
Collapsed storm drains. Oh,
This
Motherfucker.
rain will not let up anytime soon. At least
Yeah.
we are dressed for it. Let's keep moving.
Yep. I don't know what to do right now, honestly. I want to talk to that guy, didn't I? Yeah, I want to talk to the guy. Hello, sir. Can I speak to you? No, cannot. Okay. I still can't really go down here, I think, because things blocked off. Yeah. Can't interact with this because I don't have the
crumpled billboard reading Samaran.
calculus. Anything interesting in here? No, not really.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight up.
Photonic sensitivity is not
Sorry about that.
I do appreciate it.
Do I have to actually put the flashlight away? Fine.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Your
I
investigation?
doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Can you help me get a
The
corpse out of a
corpse
tree?
behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with. Ask around the harbor.
Harbor.
There might.
The
Got-
pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Sure thing. Sure,
you.
man.
Okay. Nothing interesting there. I mean, yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to ask for help from the harborman, aren't I? To get the corpse down. It's the only thing I can think of. I was looking for a built guy, right? Potentially this guy. He's pretty built. Okay, let's go leave. But I also don't want to get rid of the corpse until I level up and can do that thing with the corpse. Where is it? Inland Empire, yeah. Hanged Man. Still, there's no way I can get up there. Maybe I can look inside the building? I don't know. Anything new for me, Gart?
Can I help you?
There's some karaoke here.
Absolutely in the question.
Still can't get through there, I think. Although I do have a crowbar now. Or did I have the crowbar when I last looked?
You see a heavy steel door with the
door.
It leads to us. The
There's no
door does not
Yeah. No.
budge.
Okay. Nothing in there. See hawthorn bushes outside.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The
Okay.
hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. You see 2, maybe 3 bushes grown into a single thicket over a period of circa 50 years. There's a little
Squint.
slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside. One can't see into the Union box from the yard outside. That hawthorn is too thick.
Look out the window. It's not time yet.
Nothing. Just black tangles like the hair.
I mean, it's not time yet. Okay, so that's something I'll have to look at later.
The door is closed. Still
Again.
no answer. Still, the lieutenant. You should
Order.
punch a fucking hole in it.
Suppress the urge.
Murmur in your ears receive. This door can, as you hold.
Okay. Maybe we can get onto the roof. I don't know. I'm kind of lost now. I don't really know what the operative step here is. Oh, you got anything to say?
Hello, dear. Oh,
Some kind of
yes.
scientist, cryptozoologist.
That's one.
She's used to.
My apologies.
It's not a hobby. Searching for.
The quality of research
Okay.
at Revacholian University.
Let's talk about some cool cryptids.
You're an enthusiastic idiot.
We don't have time for cryptozoology.
Moral.
Dear, I'm not.
What does it look like?
Well, his oh, well.
Shorter than me, large
he's a bit
frame,
shorter
longish
than
right here.
you.
The lieutenant.
Okay.
One other thing. We'll be celebrating
married.
our 16th anniversary this by
Did
a
you meet?
dating agency. I'm
Jeez,
ashamed to
that's
say.
that's
We
fine.
get off.
She's skipping over some important part.
I hope I've been useful.
Okay, I need more experience. 'Cause I have to level up skills and shit. Just 2 empathy. -1 logic. Anything in my inventory I can interact with? Interact with
It's
this.
the ledger you found in an arson. Petty theft. You
read
don't
the
exactly
case file.
Takes about half an hour to piece one together.
Yeah.
Using this one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural,
Okay.
appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne.
Grand Couronne.
The mural is enormous.
Yeah.
2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class."
Interesting.
People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days,
Bummer.
the graffito crew is
Yeah.
easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich.
Do I find out who came up
The
with
case
it?
files do not show you finding them. The crew agrees
Aw.
to clean up after themselves.
Okay.
However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all
Okay.
of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villa Lobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote.
What's the
Although
mural
the
say?
piece begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets.
Silhouettes
as
men
to
only
how
kissing,
juvenile
possible
and
only next
stupid
world
the
for new
mural
people.
is. given a choice between two options.
Wreak havoc on the middle class. Remove the mural.
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us.
I don't believe in that rubbish one. Yeah.
No one cares what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger. What do you want to tackle
okay,
next?
fine. Unsolvable case.
AKA
Sure.
Leslie and Burke. AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk is
Past,
a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer.
Unsolvable.
You were so drunk you didn't remember what it was when you signed on. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's the only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers, and for Burke to stop dismantling signage
keep
and
them off the
rear-view
streets.
mirrors. You would think that, but you're wrong.
No.
Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff? Can you keep yourself or threatening fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station?
Up for 10
It's
years.
plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to.
Leslie
You
is
uncover
public news,
cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it. That and Burke breaking things, and the fact he must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's in the process, the ledger
sustains damage.
The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You killed them. He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing.
Yeah, that would kind of.
Not much has changed.
I can try this again.
A bunch of sodden papers still
I can only like
sags from
Burke.
the clipboard is still not what happens. Fuck the
That's fine. Still got that fucking thing. So substance 10 minutes. I can try that again. Yay. I'll do that later. Let's see what this breakthrough does.
indirect modes of taxation. Turns out those Financial Oversight Committee gangsters stuffed millions of hard-earned dividends away in the last place anyone thought to look, the hearts and minds of everyday Riversholians. You need to spread that deregulation gospel to the people. Tell them about that foreign fair tax. Preach that 98% gross burden. Preach it, preacher man. Set the brothers free. Taxes are racist.
Amen. Multiple dialogue options give +1 real. Minus what MP thinks is a hustle or something. I don't know if I like this one though. I want to forget. I might want to forget that one eventually. That one, -1. The +1 real for ultra low dialogue options. Which is the -1 empathy for all times. I don't know if I like that one.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
I'm a real radical.
Of course, a radical
centrist. Yeah.
It's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Where's the Kingdom of Conscience?
It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
How do you bring about this? Okay, incredibly.
History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless.
Okay, what's it like?
The kingdom is difficult, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories. It's also post-industrial. post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
You know what? Sure, fuck it.
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for...
Okay. Powerful democracy, subtle. Stating themselves. Okay. Interesting. I don't know if I like this one. Like, I like the idea behind it. That, like, good things go slowly, but this one kind of just seems like it's... Just kind of like a kiss ass for somebody. Kind of what it feels like, at least. See, what is it? There's another one I could try, wouldn't there? Yeah, Southwest Apartment entrance. The Authority. With the old woman. What's that? There's a thing there, but I can't pick it up. It's fine. Let's try again.
A sturdy this could be a way into the apartment.
It's your replacement.
You're well versed in the kind of threatening legalese that...
I know my rights.
Miss, what do you tell?
Hold your horses. I don't care about your stinking badge. Just...
Yay, I can go in now. Smoke on the balcony. But I can't item. Okay, whatever. In we go. Hello, ma'am.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
Should we call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Now, what do you...
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
We're from Martin Martinez.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
So is Martin Martinez.
Someone played a trick on you.
Yeah.
Oops.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer.
They see him with
we
5
don't
experience.
have the witness's name.
Mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear...
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble, just want to talk to him.
Talk? He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony.
Thank you. We should go.
Who are you?
I'm no one. If you can call it living. It's barely bigger than a closet.
Okay.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the cold room door outside. Splashes of waves make
A few questions about these apartments. I can tell it's Cindy.
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She leaves an old lady to her business.
Oh, thanks.
Some kind of a response.
Okay. Those are Martinez Realty Associates.
A shift in temperature.
Ah.
The air chills around you. A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down.
It's her
It's
face.
red from the cold.
It's red from the cold.
She's breathing on her fingers. Faint pencil
Plan.
lines on paper depict the same place. It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil. She had an eye for beauty.
Okay, it's interesting. Just torn down the wall. Interesting.
What happened here?
Can't foreclose an apartment with a hole in the wall.
It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value.
Stuff in the fridge. Health and a little bit of rail. It's fine. Interesting layout there. Go back outside. Let's still talk to Cindy.
Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of
I'm
the
guessing
great
the
force
revolution
from
and the
northeast
artillery
fired
fire.
into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline.
Yeah.
The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling, until it was
Take the
weight of
ocean.
What didn't fall into the ocean was used.
The
Those
ruins.
arches acted. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Underwater, iron helmets.
Who did
the
this?
fleet. The combined armies of they massed
Yeah.
airship. Many
Makes
are
sense.
still there to this day. If you coalition warship Archer, can
You
shoot
shelled
from
their city?
Coalition.
Yeah, the
That was a
coalition.
long
Yeah.
time ago.
he fears the discussion might lead to disagreement.
Fair enough. Keep getting the fucking, like, the inventory triggering, but I don't know what is causing a trigger.
An
Look at
intricate
this.
web of blue lines stretches across the torso. The pattern still.
Yeah, put it away. It's fine. Hello.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases.
That's right, we've evolved.
Yeah, I can see.
That smell coming from her paint bucket, red-dyed heavy fuel oil, is only used in government vehicles. Or at least that's the idea.
Look at fuel oil.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
Clever cultural commentary.
You ain't seen nothing yet, piggy boo.
Like, what exactly is a trigger? Like, this thing glows orange, gets a little circle next to it, like there's something into it. But it's my inventory. What is being updated? My ledger?
It's the ledger you found in the track.
I don't know. It's locked. There's new. Someone lives back there. Okay. There's no. It's in here. This must be where Cindy lives. I might guess so. Winter coal. Some pants. I can't open that. Oh, that would be good for the electrochemistry, actually. Oh, no, never mind. They're both +1 electrochemistry. That's fine. Hey, Cindy, do you live in that coal pile? It's probably not very
Hello
healthy for
again,
you.
officers. Have you come to admit?
Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. I'm a coal miner.
Rulo,
Does anyone in a sit? Yes.
miner.
I keep hoping a shaft will collapse. It doesn't have to do anything at all. Shoot, piggy.
Okay, thanks, Cindy. Alright, it's in here. 8. Take money. Locked. Postcard. Money.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture.
Knock.
The walking stops abruptly. A poor communard from the looks of it.
Police.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go.
It's generally easier to do things if you...
Yeah, sorry, I'm just curious. Playing a video game. Alright, what about this one?
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on
Examine the
it's a
padlock.
solid lump of metal. But better whip out those cutters. You won't know reply.
Not. Well, not in hand. Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna put it in hand. chain cutters.
This door has been closed with a padlock.
Let's try it again.
The shackle snaps.
After you, detective.
See what happens. Or is what is inside here. Interesting. A single 9mm bullet. Jacket. Which... the bullets. You got 1 bullet. Yay! +1 conceptualization. +1 conceptualization, -1 detection. So this is just better than that. Oh no, it's a jacket though, not a shirt. Sorry. In which case it's probably not better. Okay, that's fine. Critical theory and the monstrosities of capital. A communist lives here. Lived here.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Marzov.
The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have
Communard, yeah.
For young communard. I suspect that's exactly what they're there aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution.
He's a mass murderer.
It was definitely controversial. There aren't many communists around.
Whatever. What was
that isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath.
Communist. Inspect closer.
And antlers was developed in the 6th decade.
Yeah.
Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke.
Why is it upside down?
Symbolize the toppling of the old order.
That really? That's lame. That's dumb.
Also, some social democrats were already using it.
Fair enough.
Because white is the color of
what does it evoke?
Aims, but also mountains upon mountains of corpses.
Yeah.
They should have.
Sounds like communism. Okay, chemicals. Glasses of the auditor. Shoe rack. 12. Snoring is scary somehow. What shoes? Oh, those shoes. Okay, so we can go to the balcony, we can go out there. Yeah, this is okay, this is where that guy was. This one logic, huh? Do you have anything that requires logic? Look at the mirror. What the fuck? Why? Why do you do this? Why must you do this to me? Whatever. No. Okay, so there's no logic checks in here, which kind of makes sense. My logic's pretty good. Whatever. You. I just opened the door. Okay. Oh, there's some magnesium now. Okay. It's good. This obviously goes outside, but can we actually exit here? Can we open the door? Okay, so now we can just go back and forth. Okay. That's good to know. So the guy is, I think, up there. There's the door. Nothing for here right now, though. So maybe later. I don't know. Maybe. rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. Number 29 is there. When did I grab alcohol? Okay, whatever. Number 30. Buoyant Dex dance track. What is this?
This door is made of metal and appears to number 28.
Let's see if anyone...
No one answers.
Knock.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.?
What do you mean?
On the balcony.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's mostly
tomorrow, 9 p.m.
Right. Damn.
Does that have to be
Turns
tomorrow?
out it's quite tricky finding someone. Remember.
Can I just do it today? Yeah, okay, it didn't say it has to be tomorrow, so I can do it today. That's fine. Ignore that. Ignore that. Mirror. Interfacing. I can, maybe we'll try that. It's challenging, I think, but should be possible at least. I wonder if I actually have to put the things in my hand. That might be it. We'll see. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the drunkest of them all? It is I, Harry. Harry Dubois. Open door. Let's check. Does that have...
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Two on hand. Okay, yeah. So I put the tool in hand.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
28% chance.
Your face adorned with the expression.
Let's try.
The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into
fair
place.
enough.
Well,
let's see. Pick your wallet. You can't get any of those. Yeah. I'm very close to another level, but I need a couple more skill points. Could do that, but I don't want to drink. Let's I don't really know. I still don't really want to do Everart's work for him. It feels like a bad idea. I don't like the guy very much. I also know who number 8 is of the Hardys. I don't know why I'm talking to the car. There don't think there's anything to do here. Okay, I mean, the only thing I think I can't do right now is throw open the fucking thing. It's gonna piss her off, but...
Welcome to crime. Be welcome. And please take responsibility.
By the end of the store.
The proudest owner of our little shop of culture. I already told you. It's just let it go, officer.
Why is it a Simne's ward protecting it?
It's just for decoration. Okay, fine. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined
How does the
everything?
curse manifest itself?
is so much worse than you could imagine. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Mentioned that experienced some
It's
financial
not
troubles.
just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural
Cacodemons.
here. It's the cacodemon. There's something wrong with this
Sure.
building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was on.
Have you sought help from anyone?
I've contacted the wards, help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building.
Is your pendant part of the wards?
No, it's a special Himian. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example.
Uh-huh.
It's
Why
not
didn't you tell me
good
about
to
the
talk
curse?
about the curse.
Wow. Void Wraiths. You have new words. Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
Just let me take the case. Could investigate, see if it's real.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be.
Girl for now. Drama is -1. What? Need office shades. Take them off. My drama should now be just regular. Okay, not -1 anymore.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime.
Let's let me investigate.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class
Appear in that situation before.
Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
Paradetective from a long line of
You're no
paradetectives.
paradetective. You look.
Hey now, hey. The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He's silently.
Because it's parapsychologically taxing.
Here we go.
Somebody's blood runs through me.
Oh, but I am not the only one at risk. I have to.
Family
think of my
safe, the
daughter.
Phantoms are no match for me.
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope.
On my honor.
No, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you.
Do not act
The entity.
surprised. You know of these things, sire.
Yes, a malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the form of a woman.
In heaven and hell, of course. Yes, the
part of
chimney
building's
passage between
central
heaven and
fence,
hell.
And it's enormous. Some unnatural magic, I assume. Oh,
Okay.
and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious.
What you discover? Probably just.
Okay, fair enough. Well, there's something for us to do. Logic, muscle authority, visual calculus, visual calculus. Alright. Curtain time.
You see as.
Well, curtain's open.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash.
Oh!
That's a scary looking door, yeah. You see silhouettes of hair dryers. Guam Million. I guess so. I don't know what Guam looks
A
like.
heavy door with a missing handle
Guillaume.
stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms.
Lock the door.
Echo. No one is there.
Lock with a key.
Exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. You feel the tiny hairs on the back of your neck. An uneasy knot forms in the pit of your stomach.
What is this feeling?
Outside, the wind howls in from across the bay. The building, a panicking
Okay.
woman, squeezes the pendant around her neck until it leaves a mark.
Open the door. Alright, pussy, let's go. It's a gym. It's a gym. She's upset about a gym.
What is this place?
Looks like a gym to me.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us.
An eerie
Yes.
feeling rises in your chest.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's just a regular abandoned house. Syndrome for a punch bag, yep. Shot put ball. Sidious Fortis. Worn out wall bars. Hey, I got a point. Okay. I want to put it in. What was it? Inland Empire, I think. That was what the dude was. Let's level that up there. Yep, and that's as high as I can get that, I think. I can try the Hanged Man again. I'll do that later.
A barbell lies on it's 60 kilograms. Your triceps
60 kilograms.
have collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
You're right. The weight may fall off.
With
Better not
collars.
touch it then. It would be a violation of EPI.
Yeah, luckily, they have a white tank top.
The barbell waits
Lift the
patiently
barbell.
on the floor like a dog for its
Yes! Come on, Harry.
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air.
Yes.
Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is a children's game.
Say nothing real in the feeling. Hell yeah, Harry.
A warm wave of accomplishment
Good on you.
washes over your head as you drop the barbell to the floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you ever set your mind to.
Fuck yeah.
Good technique.
Put a shirt back on. Alright, up we go. Is this? You got a bunch of things in here. Demijohn, full strange liquid, bird. Airship rotors, spiderwebs. Mannequin torso, bunch of maps and shit. Blue velvet. I wonder what this place was. Oh, well, the clothes used to display. Interesting. Taken somewhere, I guess. Oh, this must have been like a fashion place with all the thing, right? What the fuck? Okay, that's $50.
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't get it.
Look, the skis and rotorblades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other.
What should they start with, though?
That's a good question. Reality is...
Still failed, yeah. You have the fucking filaments. Production schedule. Radio computer. Okay. I don't know what a fucking radio computer is, but alright. Sure. Okay, that's probably. Let's not go upstairs yet. Let's continue to look around this floor.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart.
Oh.
Radio computer.
What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it?
Turn the machine.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric. It's empty. The filament you have would fit perfectly.
Into the production
like
schedule,
a
yeah.
smooth draw. The filament slides into place.
Play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. Oh no. It was already glow. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the...
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please
Okay.
repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What
The
is production
filament
schedule?
you have inserted into... Yes.
Yes.
Is that the product?
Yes.
Good.
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human.
This is the police.
I am contractually obliged.
I'm afraid we are not.
Now,
Can you give me a hint?
A hint system is not part of the protocol.
It's my birthday.
No.
I don't know the password.
That sounds bad. A login. Don't worry.
Fortress accident. Is there anything
Why'd you
else?
call it Fortress Accident?
Accident is the company on whose name. One moment. Fortress Accident.
Come on, radio games.
That's not bad.
So conceptual.
Any other questions? Yes, I am alive.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Computer guys are paranoid.
They are merely cautious. It's my job. I work as a repeater. As for me, well...
On an island on the river Esperance,
Okay.
a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment.
Now, please tell me
That's all for now.
thank you. And
Tiles on the cube are still
Okay, so it's like an actual fucking radio. I think.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh, the whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic.
I don't know what. Okay.
History classes, student
I'm looking
radio
at.
frequencies, it seems. UK unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
Something medical,
You think so?
maybe?
The web is comprised of
I don't
radio
know.
stations, all lead back to one red heart.
This one can listen in on any
The
station it
game
wants.
looks like a surveillance program.
Oh, this was that one she was talking about, that radio game thing.
A conductor for the hundreds of story threads. Whoever decides to call in, there's no way a little basement.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the schedule. I know doom when I see it.
Nothing. It's just line.
What was this?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard.
This looks like
covered
rules
in
for the
scribbles,
game.
Sketches and ski. Some of the writing has faded with age.
Drawings.
These live, pointy-eared creatures
Welkins.
appear to be different types of Welkins.
Okay.
Translucent Welkins, with organs shining. One of the Welkins towering among the rest.
Examine the
It's
Welkin.
Vara Hamira, a high Welkin, his face white and
All
scarred.
non-Welkin races will be purged.
This is clearly a Welkin soup. The Haldor, the
Okay.
Tawog, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures.
One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Political commentary. That one has a great beard too. This looks like
No, they're not
concept art.
real.
Some people really like. Just look at those details.
Look at the
photo
photos.
collage depicts barren, icy
Guess it's meant to be
wrapped
landscapes?
in perpetual
Yeah.
night. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers. Boreal, albeit dark
Okay.
and cold. This vision also feels cozy in its... A pinned postcard reads...
Heat death.
The heat
Okay.
death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes
I guess that's an interesting setting for
drifting through
what
the
otherwise would be considered like a fantasy type deal. You get the totally not elves with their swords, magic. What's the schedule?
This is a monthly calendar from the year
Print,
50.
daily, GPI.
Minimi stands for a mini meeting.
What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer.
Together
Looks like we
regrets.
didn't make it.
Yeah.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard. The
Click the
handwriting
notes.
is only partly legible, but you can still
Is
outside
the universe.
the cold wind wrap.
Okay. Still no, whatchamacallit? Still no password anywhere. Hey Cam, what you got?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Failed business.
Yes. That it looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only
Radio
these people are
computers. I
trying
mean-
to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Interesting. Very interesting though.
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be. Then there's the
Yeah.
master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations.
His fascination has swept aside.
Not to my knowledge.
Plus 4.
They make but I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interest. Indeed.
Role-playing
those
game,
rankings
Welkins,
are definitely
yeah.
the way.
Super cool. Someone should give them.
No idea.
Happened.
Indeed.
They died.
It's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
No. Let's finish it.
it's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's.
Aw. Just sounds like you're not willing to try hard enough.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange. This ice bear is a. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued.
Well, it looks like
to
a
the animal.
fridge to me.
A sharp slight. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has the shelves.
Fridge.
All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers.
Note from the door.
You pocket the note and.
Handwritten note. I have to examine that.
On the door, a friendly
Cream
cartoon
wrappers.
bear smiles back at you.
Parachute
Good question.
fridge.
It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy.
Electricity bill. I don't think anybody's paying that, my guy. Ice cream maker. There's a shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Rusty rifles. Rusty guns beneath the ceiling. What's this communist holdout?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see it.
Seems
Where are we?
like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period.
Weapons cache.
Look at all those rifles.
You got the. I'm guessing communist
be
given
an
by
old
the
weapons
deer with the
cache.
antlers there.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole.
Yeah, look
Your
inside.
hand
Yeah.
reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs, rummaging around.
Like the
Most
rifles?
of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye.
This one looks nice.
It's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still
Oh,
a beautiful thing
fine.
in its own way. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martin.
Yeah. Just an antique rifle. That is an interesting fucking design. I don't know how I feel about that. That looks weird. Can I read this?
The note is written with a blue pencil.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled. S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so
Wait,
I had to hide it.
illiterate ginger
somewhere
kid?
Safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer.
Looks like someone from the
Okay.
video game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised.
Maybe it's
it
leave.
just left there. That's a plausible hypothesis. It
Fill
belongs
memory.
inside a radio computer.
Yeah.
Story? Really?
They're a ginger kid.
You don't have a... Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he
Interesting.
doesn't know. I don't know. I assume...
Paraphrase. Okay, fair enough. I mean, look at makers. How fucking big is this area? Holy shit, dude. Circular window. Yeah. Frozen ice cream maker.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine.
Check
You
open
slip
lid.
your fingers under the fro. If you want to try again,
Equip the pry bar by
turning the
Crank.
crank feels odd.
Okay. Got the pry bar. Yeah.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine.
Pry bar not
It
strong
has
enough.
A hand-cranked ice cream churner on top, and an
I-
electric freezer that appears to be frozen
Okay.
shut.
Let's try
Ice
regardless.
squeaks
Yeah,
beneath
no.
the pry bar. You see the pry bars.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it. I have no idea, officer.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon
I will sooner or later I will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Sure, why not?
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red
Plug.
one leads to the Ice Bear fridge, and the black one something close to you.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say
Could I?
anything.
Would that have made it
The
easier?
electric distribution board and electric sizzle. The room. This orange machine is dead still. You slip your fingers under the throat. If you want to try.
Equip the pry bar.
Let's try it again. I mean, it's now ideally melting.
This orange machine is dead still. It
Machine
has
unplugged.
a hand-cranked ice cream churner
Yeah.
and an electric fruit. The ice squeeze. You
Yeah,
see
fair enough.
Yeah, well, I have no.
Sooner or later.
Okay, it's fine. Take all. Let's plug the bear back in.
Both cables somewhere.
+1 drama. Where does this go? Ah, we now have access from the outside here. Okay. Fair enough. +1 drama. I don't know what that was, but we're gonna ignore it. All collapsed, yeah. Old coal furnace.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Furnace.
Looks like an old central. No one has used it in ages.
It's dark
Inside the
and grimy
furnace.
there. In the darkness.
What are you doing? Wait, really? Should investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
Sure, just yell hello.
Something breaks loose in you.
Hello?
Who's there?
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's
Safety curtain on the second floor.
After you, officer.
Yay! I'm not gonna do those other things. You know what, fuck it, I will.
A thick layer of a lush layer. Maybe you could paint something with this. Still, it's good to have a hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Yeah, it's fair. I take 2 damage there? Shit, okay.
You're right.
Then what was it?
It was people. My guy, it was people. So, I called out safety curtain that they're not going to open. I'm guessing it was here. What's this? This card, yeah. So she's an artist? Bunch of dice.
Hello, I'm Nia.
Hello, Nia.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
What do you mean by Milius?
Yes, Amelia is like a
Amelia,
calling
sorry.
station. You need a two-way radio. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting.
I have not knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance?
Yeah,
You know what? It doesn't even matter.
I did.
What matters is that you finally
Why is
come
me
over
with
to
dice?
Dice Maker. Tell me the name.
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with role-playing games. You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Looking for something else. Answers.
Answers? How strange.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but go ahead.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of
How'd you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. Some of my friends
Yeah,
were
fair
role
enough.
players. They asked me to make some poly.
Do you like RPGs?
Especially, I like working with rare materials and a steady pay.
I'd like to order die from you.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Do you have any cursed die?
What do you mean by cursed?
Abracadabra, perish of this world.
How about I surprise you? Maybe you
Uh,
have some other
I need more
ideas?
time to think
No
about it. Yeah,
need to
okay.
rush.
Do you know
Take a
anything about
look
the
around.
lynching?
Nothing really.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then, the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus.
What do you mean by daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, but I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
Never took your eyes off the work?
I might have, but in this case...
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when
Fair.
it's dark
Do you often work
outside.
Sunday
It's an odd
nights?
Profession. Making dice for people.
She nods.
Fair enough.
Anything else, officer? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken.
Creative.
When she arrived here, there was no room anywhere else. She must have known the other businesses.
Do you have any other tenants?
More or less. Are you interested?
Oh, quite a rats scuttle in the dark rooms, under the abandoned blow dryers and dusty mannequins. Cobweb.
Yes,
Hair salon.
I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big...
You wouldn't like it. A bit of experiment. It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
I don't really have opinions of hairstyles, yeah.
There. I just wandered off my face.
I've been to the
It
gym.
wasn't merely a gym. It was Artemiteps Boxing Club. A community project created to steer at-risk use...
Yeah, that's what he needs.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
Little ginger gremlin.
Oh, yes. You mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? I think it would take more than a gym to help that
Who is
kid.
Artemitep?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger. And
How'd that work
why
out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even.
You should have known it. It's not
Yeah.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt.
Broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias.
What's this? Trust me.
And they never cleaned up the debris either.
Interesting.
Now it's just littering the hallway, and I have no idea how to get rid of it.
What's this?
It's
Yeah,
a
I know what
Sub
it
Rosa
is.
radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims.
Yeah.
What does she mean?
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division.
Good luck with
Yeah.
that. It's
Like
not
stuffed
easy
animals?
to mean Mr. Fabron.
But what drugs exactly?
Don't care about the
Anything
drugs.
else?
Creepy
There used
mannequins.
to be a fashion
Fashion atelier.
but I have forgotten the head designer's name.
Insect rights
Mhm.
activists.
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials.
Uh-huh.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refuse to be
Don't have
stealing
any-
chitin from them. Actually, insects do have brains. They-
Yeah.
As she shifts around, you know.
Anything else?
Rotoblades
They
and
were made by a
skis.
company called Slipstream.
So they made rotoblades first.
For making rotor blade. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions.
What
as
does the transmission
usual,
say?
I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business.
Men like that are...
Sure.
Yeah.
But Slipstream is history now. I have no idea why the...
They were just props.
A strange
Fortress
machine.
Accident, the radio game studio. They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing
Just to go
systems
silver.
every now and then.
Yeah.
They certainly took their work very seriously.
Liberal with their
the
schedules.
usual. They ran out of money and couldn't... Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand...
It did look
but when the
pretty
money
impressive.
started to run out, they just began to complain a lot
Oh,
about
yeah.
capitalism.
Yeah.
You
Not
know,
just good.
in the
Yeah.
end, they just didn't get it done.
I understand.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all
Yeah.
is difficult.
Try to look
Not
great.
the wisest decision. You would have lost all...
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Anything else?
Terrifying taxidermied bear.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. The place was owned by two guys who had some
Indeed, What were the other
What are the
There
ideas?
was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour
You know?
to man the booth.
Not a bad idea.
And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if
Okay,
you
it becomes a
ever
bad
tried
idea.
to disturb
Okay.
their
Fritta does the same thing.
Yeah.
Employing Soki teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. And they already had the bear.
What about the bear?
The bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a host. Eventually, Ravishore Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Class A 5000. Class A 5000
Smart
sold
doing his
me,
job.
maybe. Because the taxidermist who made the bear, he said that the bear was his vision beast.
Vision beast, huh?
He said he met his vision beast. while
Megatherion.
highly
Sounds
Okay.
quite scary, but
Megatherion.
Mega
Mega
wild
wild beast.
beast.
It's an imaginary by telling you to do.
a wise and noble beast, guiding you toward
I don't
the
do
land
drugs.
Very good. You shouldn't do that. Anyway, now you know the story of the.
outside its light.
Anything else? Another
Billings
fail-
intercom's not
Oh,
working.
Right. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting.
Which
the
one's your
wires.
door?
Sorry about
You have a
the
doorbell in the
confusion.
middle of a chimney.
The one with an empty name card. It's the last one in the list. As I said, it's sure. I'm listening.
Okay,
How to
place is
clarify things a
cursed.
bit. I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Place is swarming with malicious
Plaisance,
energies.
The bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow? Ah,
Hmm.
seminary. Oh, right. But it's not just the
Building
bookstore that's still
rags?
up and running. What about the whirling in rags?
Separate
Some
building.
people say it's part. And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling no.
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
Places thinks it's because you're the source of it.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean?
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity.
Only you are, yeah.
Exactly. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help
Shivers,
you
huh?
with today?
Shivers, huh?
Guillaume
Uh, From the million.
Bad news. Guillaume Lemillion did not become a cop.
Oh,
in
man.
38, he went on a tour to the Sinyao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite, amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland, skipping in the background.
Yeah.
And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning.
Okay. Shivers, huh? +1 shiver. Do I have anything that gives me better shivers? I don't think so, so let's just try it.
Oh, it's you again. Are you?
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building.
I think my business is
Didn't we
spared.
already talk about this?
Isn't technically
What are
they're
you
doing.
talking about? My address is.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture.
It shouldn't have another
This doesn't
building.
make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
Just using logic. It's windy in here.
You're right. I should. Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
No one's ever really safe from failure.
Starts laughing, her fingers trying.
What?
You know what this is?
It's like a real piece of jewelry to
It's
me.
a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
Why are you telling me
It
this?
wasn't just the jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
I call it a dump.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed.
This is a very cozy
It's
environment.
such a precarious place.
It's dangerous,
Nothing ever
but
works
cozy.
out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending, or an entirely different world.
It's an interesting way of looking at it. I see it a little differently. Rather than throwing away the alternatives, you're you're more or less picking one to bring into reality. You do lose the other alternatives, but if you don't throw the die, then none of them become real. At least by throwing the die, you are bringing something to existence.
But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer. I'm listening. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
good.
Got enough
I
something.
hope-
Alright. More thoughts. So research bonus, all red checks fail. Damn. Let's go talk to... I'm gonna talk to the lady, the cursed lady, tell her it's not cursed, and then... Yeah, talk to cursed lady, tell her it's not cursed. And then I think that'll be a good place to stop. It's melted yet?
This
Probably
orange,
not.
you slip it if you want.
Equip the
Yeah, actually fucking put it. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll put it in the damn hand.
This orange machine is dead still.
No, it's not. Okay. It is not get easier over time. Just is as it is. Alright, hey lady, it's not cursed.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. Yes, yes. How was it?
Someone should let the sunshine in.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not.
Talk to
Have you
Nancy.
located the
Name is Nash. She's a novice dice maker.
dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice?
She's a
Some kind
businesswoman.
of sorcery? I don't understand. If it's not her,
The narrative she's built herself. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
No. Too many consistencies.
too many inconsistencies. What kind of talk is that?
You're one.
I am not doing as well as it looks like I am. I only have my Simone's wards to... Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse. I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, detective. Thank you for nothing. Please.
Okay.
Well,
Fucking whatever.
Total psychic collapse.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am.
Okay. Whatever. Okay, I can at least... Did I ever actually fucking... I never actually did anything with that guy. Okay, I know I said... Okay, nope. Okay, I said that I would get off, but I want to check the corpse first. It's right here, we can do that. Then that'll be the last thing. Plus another level up that we can use if necessary.
The man
I prefer not to.
is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. No reply.
But I'm gonna have
many
to.
Times you keep asking.
Please stop trying to.
So we're gonna do that.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants. I'm gone.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where's
in
that?
The past. Way out in the west.
What was that, pale yonder? Do you know what the pale is?
What is the pale?
Pale corpse. It spooks. The corpse is silent. The nose in.
Who are you?
Joke. Look at me. There is nothing funny about joke. A killer.
Takes one to know one.
Go ahead, Corpo. The blue heart. Oh, that's good shit. Fucking hard.
He means force. It'll.
What do you mean? It's the power of your imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more. Because you're a copperoonie.
Yeah.
Look at all
Give
of
me a
them
comical amount of
coming
questions.
Right up. Copperoonie.
Is my name Rooney?
No. You're no.
I start myself as
No,
Rooney.
you don't. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry. Because you have.
Who killed you?
Did me in Provocopo. It was love.
Love, huh?
Sure, Lobo. Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. I am all
Okay,
you
so I have.
Then you truly do I remind
Thinking you're boring.
Child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
You sure wriggled out of that one. Coppellini. Come back later, Corpo. Of course. Come
So I
back
can just keep
later.
talking to the corpse. That's okay. That's nice. That's pleasant. That is something. Well, it's gonna be it for today. I do not believe I'll be streaming tomorrow. I might, but I don't think I will, so I've already pre-canceled tomorrow's stream. But we'll be back Thursday. With more Disco Elysium, obviously. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful evening. God bless and goodbye. Peace.